So it's come to this. Girl Meets Ski Lodge Part 2. Did it live up to the hype? Well, that depends on what you are hyping this up to be. What's going on YouTube? So the episode starts off with Evan and Riley talking. And oh my god, they look so adorable together. They should just run off and get married right now. And Riley, you should never go near Lucas again. Sorry if I'm starting this review off like way too aggressively. So Riley and Evan end up staying up all night talking just like Lauren and Corey did. Of course. Totally didn't see that coming, Girl Meets World writers. Way to keep me guessing. So Topanga and Corey stayed up all night talking to each other just like Riley and Evan. And they said it was a big deal. But was it a big deal to Riley? So Lucas gets very visibly upset when he runs into the new guy, Evan. And he demands to know who's standing next to Riley. I don't think I've ever seen Lucas this visibly jealous before. I mean, when Maya gets all goo goo gaga over Josh, I don't see Lucas getting this upset. As a matter of fact, I don't remember Lucas acting out at all when it comes to those two, ever. Why is that, Lucas? Huh? Why? Now, all that being said, is it weird that for the most part during this whole scene, all I could think about is how cute Lucas and Maya looked standing next to each other? I mean, just get married already, guys. Can I get an amen, Lucaya Nation? So Lucas walks away and says that Riley can talk to whoever she wants. And the audience lets out this huge "aww" sound. And all I could do was just roll my eyes in disgust. Where's my barf bag? So Zay ends up asking who Evan is in the same manner that Lucas did. And for the first time ever, although I'm sure it's temporary, Zay, I don't like you. So Maya goes to talk to Lucas about Riley. And she tries to let him know that the talk between Riley and Evan meant nothing. And Lucas reminds Maya of the subway and how Riley and him tried to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but they weren't ready. And him and Maya also tried to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but she poured the smoothie on his head. And then she smiled and called that the best date ever. God, that was adorable. Even when this episode tries to be so Rucas based, Lucaya still manages to put a big old smile on my face. But that was all quickly ruined by Lucas when he decided to get all serious and ask Maya why did she pour the smoothie on his head, leaving Maya speechless. If I recall, Lucas, you had a pretty big smile on your face when she did that. You know you liked it, you little boy. So Josh and Riley have a little heart-to-heart about their whole love triangle situation. And somehow Josh just miraculously comes to this conclusion that Maya doesn't even really like Lucas. How the do you know? You're never even on the show, Josh. How do you know anything? And now all of a sudden you know more than everybody else. Give me a break. She doesn't like Lucas and she was only trying to protect Riley. Boy number 2 in the making. So Riley tells Maya that she's the only one that's good enough for her. Cute moment, I guess, but at this point I'm just far too pissed off to care. So Lucas and Josh talk for like the first time ever. And Evan comes over and tells Lucas that maybe Riley just enjoys talking to someone sometimes. And Lucas once again gets smart with Evan. Man, Evan, do you want to go jump this boy? I'm down if you are. Why do I like you again, Lucas? Because at this point I can't even remember. So everyone finally gets ready to play the game Who Belongs with Who. And that's when Corey comes in and says, no. And I laughed so hard. And thank God too, because I needed that laugh. And we all know why Corey did it. Because it's the same game he and everyone else played so many years ago. I swear Corey is just as funny now as he was in Boy Meets World. So they start to play the game, and at this point it's getting really hard for me to continue with this episode because Lucas just continues to back talk Maya and give her these annoying boy stares. You know, those kind of stares you give someone when you're a boy. So Riley thinks the most important part of any meaningful relationship is romance, and Maya says adventure, but the correct answer is communication, or at least that's what Evan claims the answer was, because he actually made up the questions. And for the first time in ever, Smackle and Farkle actually had a moment that made me smile.
Even better. I love these now.
How come? Because Smackle and I have had so many good conversations now that I think she trusts me.
I do.
So Evan says with the right person, you can talk all night. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm convinced that Evan is the right guy for Riley. I mean, they talked all night. What more do you want? Take him, Riley. Take him and go far, far away. Or just simply go away. Either one is fine with me. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Riley, you stay put. Lucas, you know that tree that you're getting ready to go kick? Could you hang yourself from it instead? That would be great. So Evan confesses that the only thing that Riley could talk about all night were her friends. Well, there goes my dream of Riley and Evan running off and getting married. Back on the Ryarko train I go. So Maya goes to talk to Josh. Oh boy, here we go. So they're really trying to make us believe that everything between Maya and Lucas only happened because Maya was protecting Riley. What? Really? On what planet does that make sense? So the whole campfire scene, that was just all fake, huh, Girl Meets World writers? No genuine feelings at all. Go yourself, Girl Meets World writers. And I mean that genuinely, in case you were wondering. I mean, even Maya is confused when she hears this. So clearly this wasn't some master plan by her. She's just as confused as the rest of Lucaya Nation. And Josh is clearly manipulating her to think this way. If this is how Maya truly felt, and this was really her plan all along, she wouldn't have looked so confused when Josh was explaining it to her. And obviously Maya has a big crush on Josh, so she's probably not gonna fight him too hard on this. I mean, she's just happy that Josh is sitting next to her at all. God, this scene pissed me off so much. And even if the storyline does turn out to be fake, it's still just the dumbest storyline that I have ever seen in my life. Lucaya or no Lucaya, it doesn't matter. This storyline is a joke, even by Disney standards. So Maya says that she doesn't like Lucas like that, and she only liked him because she was Riley. Because that makes complete total sense. Maybe if you're a 12-year-old Rucas shipper, this might make sense to you. But to the rest of society, this is bullshit. God, I'm so over this review. Can I please just stop talking now, guys? Please. I mean, the episode only gets worse from here, and my eyes are already bleeding. But luckily, we do get temporarily saved by a really special Lucaya moment. And that's when Lucas confesses that he could never ever hurt Maya. And then Maya tells him to go find Riley and tell her that he loves her. And they have a really nice friendship hug, which was very adorable. Despite the fact that at this point I'm fuming from anger and disgust, I did appreciate this moment. Because as we all know, the best friends also make the best relationship partners. So Maya and Josh have a little moment, and they agree to possibly date someday. Jesus Christ, man, just kill me. And not someday, right now. And yes, I'll admit that I smiled at some Joshaya parts, but that's only because of the things that Maya said, and only because of how happy that Maya looked. It literally had nothing to do with Josh. I mean, you guys know me. I smiled at Maya talking to a piece of paper before. So trust me when I say Josh had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, but I see no spark or romantic connection here. All I see is a girl crushing on an older guy, and that older guy kind of liking it. I mean, how am I supposed to care about this? Josh has been in like, what, 3 or 4 episodes? And he didn't give a f about Maya in like 3 of them? And now I'm just supposed to suddenly care and be a Joshaya fan and buy into this whole scene? Yeah, thanks, but no. I think I'll pass. My standards for shipping is a little bit higher than that. So Rucas officially gets together apparently or whatever. And the episode ends with Riley referring to Lucas and Josh as her and Maya's first boyfriends. Which is incorrect, by the way. Maya and Josh are not officially together. But a quote I did find interesting is when Riley said, "Who knows how long that's going to last?" Let's hope it's about 2 months like that poster said on the subway. That or until Lucas and Maya snap back into their senses and realize they're being retarded. So Riley says that Maya is her extraordinary relationship. And they do their little thunder and lightning thing and the episode ends. So what did I think about the episode? It sucked. I rated a -5 out of 10. But let me know how much you guys hated this episode in the comment section below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. And as always, bye.